Welcome to day 6 of our exploration of the 12 universal laws. Today, we're discussing the law of compensation, a principle that helps us understand how we receive value in our lives. The law of compensation teaches us that we are rewarded in direct proportion to the value we provide in the universe. This law expands on yesterday's law of cause and effect by specifically addressing how our contributions return to us as various forms of abundance. Think of the universe as operating on a value exchange system. Every bit of good you contribute, whether through your work, relationships, creative endeavors, or simply your presence, creates a return flow of energy back to you. This return may come in various forms: financial reward, opportunities, relationships, health, knowledge, or spiritual growth. What makes this law particularly powerful is understanding that compensation doesn't always come in the same form as the contribution. You might provide value through heartfelt service to others and receive compensation in the form of an unexpected financial windfall or timely opportunity. The universe balances the books perfectly, but not always in the ways we might expect. This law also explains why some efforts seem to produce minimal returns, while others yield abundant rewards. The key difference lies in the actual value provided, not just the time or energy invested. An hour spent in high-value contribution aligned with your gifts will generally yield greater compensation than an hour spent in low-value activity, regardless of how hard you work. So, how can we work with this law effectively? First, focus on increasing the value you provide rather than what you can get. When your primary concern is maximizing your contribution, solving problems, meeting needs, bringing joy, creating beauty, the compensation naturally follows. This shift from what can I get to what can I give aligns you with the natural flow of this law. Second, develop your unique gifts and talents. We each have a distinctive combination of abilities that allow us to provide value in ways no one else can. By identifying and refining these gifts, you increase your capacity to contribute at the highest level. Third, remove blocks to receiving. Many of us have unconscious beliefs that make it difficult to receive the compensation that's trying to flow back to us. Common blocks include unworthiness, guilt about having more than others, or the belief that struggle is necessary for reward. Examine your relationship with receiving and work to open those channels. Fourth, express gratitude for all forms of compensation in your life. Gratitude acknowledges the flow of return energy and keeps the channels open for more to come. It also shifts your focus from what's lacking to the abundance already present. The law of compensation reminds us that the universe operates with perfect fairness. Nothing you contribute goes unnoticed or unrewarded, though the timing and form of that reward may surprise you. Trust in this law helps us move beyond transactional thinking into a more abundant mindset, where giving becomes its own reward, with material compensation as a natural byproduct rather than the primary goal. As you move through the next 24 hours, I invite you to ask yourself in each situation, how can I provide the most value here? Rather than focusing on what you might gain, focus on what you can contribute, and watch how the universe responds to this shift in energy. Let's recap what we've learned today about the law of compensation. We are rewarded in direct proportion to the value we provide in the universe. Compensation may come in various forms: financial reward, opportunities, relationships, health, knowledge, or spiritual growth. Compensation doesn't always come in the same form as the contribution. The key to abundance is the actual value provided, not just time or energy invested. Practical applications include focusing on increasing the value you provide, developing your unique gifts and talents, removing blocks to receiving, and expressing gratitude for all forms of compensation. Throughout your day, notice where you might be focused primarily on what you can get rather than what you can give. In one specific interaction today, shift your focus entirely to how you can be of service or provide value without any expectation of return. And notice how this changes both the interaction and how you feel. Tomorrow, we'll explore the law of attraction, perhaps the most widely discussed but often misunderstood of the universal laws. Until then, get ready to keep your eyes open for the law of attraction. Remember, your wealth in all forms is directly proportional to the value you provide to the world.